People don't do what you say. People do what you do. Let me give, a very simple example. Suppose I tell the people around me, meetings have to start on time. But I myself, I come in 5 minutes late, and then I chat, we tell 3 or 4 nice jokes, or we tell something about what happened over the weekend or whatever. And people learn that basically the meetings that I chair start 10 minutes late. So the people that will attend the meeting, they will arrive anywhere between, say, 10 and 10 past 10. On the other hand, if I pretend to be super relaxed and say, let's start somewhere around 10. But if you enter the meeting at 1 minute past 10, I'm already on page 3 of the notes of the last meeting. People say, Frans is not that relaxed as he pretends to be. And people they will then understand, you forget what he says about the meeting starts around 10. When he says 10, he means 10. There are other examples of, say, contagious behavior. If I buy a small notebook and all the decisions or follow-up things or to-do things I write in that small notebook, I can almost guarantee you that my direct managers within 2 or 3 months all have these sort of notebooks. And everybody is walking with these notebooks and writing down the important to-do lists and whatever have you. So being aware of your own behavior and that everything you do or don't do is being perceived by people, is being seen. Let me give a beautiful example of everyday behavior from the film Invictus. I don't know whether you've seen that. It's a film about Nelson Mandela and the fact that he wants to make sure that the South African rugby team will win the World Cup because he believes that will create a lot of unity in the country. But apart from that, we get a scene in which he has invited the captain of the rugby team, François Pienaar. And the moment Pienaar enters the room, the office of Mandela, there is a lady that comes and brings the tea. But what does Mandela do? He takes over the tray and very courteously and very nicely thanks the lady and says, thank you so much. And he puts the tray on the table and he pours the tea himself. Now, immediately after that, he's into a very strategic, inspiring conversation with François Pienaar, which is all about expecting to, basically, how can we exceed our own expectations? But that small detail of being very approachable, being very normal, down to earth, not being like, I'm going to wait here for the tea to be poured. This is all essential behavior that people will copy, that people will understand, that is actually creating the environment and the culture in an organization, in a government or whatever. So once again, I think we cannot underestimate how important our own behavior is, and that means that one of the true starting points of leadership, be that at whatever level, will always start with a lot of self-awareness, knowing what you're actually doing, being aware of what you're actually saying, being aware of whether you're really listening or only half. I've often said leadership is like, well, you're like a fish in a bowl, and everybody from all angles can see the fish swim. And so you are, whether you like it or not, you are 100% visible all the time. And once you realize that, then you can really practice to become an exemplary.